What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out the highly requested, highly suggested new girl group from Starship, which is KiiiKiii, I think is the way that I'm supposed to pronounce this group's name. Very excited about this one. We have 3 music videos to check out, starting off with I Do Me, debut song, and BTG. So without further ado, I've heard a lot about these girls, and I think that every other day there's somebody commenting, requesting us to check them out, and it's always been in the back of my mind, and we finally get the chance to react to them. As somebody asked me last week if I'm going to react to them, and then I responded that it's gonna happen probably next week. So here we are. We're starting off with I Do Me. So without further ado, let's go. Ooh, I like the vibe.
I could go somewhere,
Ooh.
maybe anywhere. 내 지갑은 늘 낮으니까 just feel it. 손끝은 너의
Very grounded.
That's my living ring. 내 걱정은 나답게 더 빛나줘. Feel the breeze. 나만 들리는 소리. I can't tell myself that I do me, I do me right. 그냥 I do me, I do my way. 다른 그림들은 upside down. 결국 내가 가는 길이야. 남는 cheese, why'd you care? I'm just 달릴 거야 멋대로. Still thinking 넓은 날개를 달고.
Very nice.
가야 돼, 거길 가야 돼. 상관없죠, 난 내가 될 거예요. 무당벌레, that's my piercing. I'm screaming, yeah, 난 나답게 더 잘해요. Feel the breeze.
I like the vibe of this video.
I can't tell myself that I do me, I do me right. 그냥 I do me, I do my way. 다른 그림들은 upside down.
That is really cool.
가는 길이야. 나는 cheese, why'd you care? I'm just 달릴 거야 멋대로. Still thinking 넓은 날개를 들고. 잘못되는 건 나 답을 보면 maybe I'm your than I. Maybe 내 꿈을 힘들다도 keep it in your soul. 내 상상보다
Whoa.
더 큰 나였어. 겁없는 my face, no need to chase. I close and to your whispering. I do me, I do it my way. I do me, I do me right. 그냥 I do me, I do my way.
Love the vibe.
upside down. 결국 내가 가는 길이야. 나는 cheese, why'd you care? I'm just 달릴 거야 멋대로. 핑계 눈이 날개를 들고. I'm running to you.
Ooh. Ooh, I love the rainbow in the back. Kind of like the emphasis on her feeling the breeze too. Whoa, very down to earth kind of music video. That was beautiful. This chorus is absolutely addicting. The vocals are beautiful, and I love how grounded the video is. Like, in a world where everybody focuses on, you know, trying to do something dark or something bombastic or something like very grandiose, whether it's dark or light, they just went into the wild and were like as free as the horses in the video running forward. I love the emphasis on the trampoline, as it reminds me of the song by Billy. Trampoline literally is the name of the song, where it's basically the representation of like being you and just jumping freely like children, like not having a care in the world, because the lyrics say, you know, others' eyes or something, the way they judge you, they may judge you, may say something to you, and we're here like, why do we even care about them? Why would we let our journey be discredited or ruined by someone else's opinion of how we do our thing? So I do me just right. I do whatever I need to do to be me and be happy. So focusing on the nature, focusing on the wild, on the animals, on the trampoline, on the feeling the cool and fresh breeze as it hits your face and your hair. Like there was like a couple of interesting like emphasis on like the girl that was brushing her hair and the brush got stuck in the hair, and like it seemed like she was a little bit annoyed or something like that. It seemed like something maybe was a little bit off. Like I'm not sure if that's supposed to represent something or not. And there might have been another visual that suggested that something might be kind of like maybe like a storm coming their way or something like that. But at the same time, maybe they kind of like don't let things bother them and they just run wild, much like they are in the actual wild, free to do whatever they want and go wherever they want. You know, the field, the forest, the mountains. It's like, you know, no matter like also like them dancing in the mountains, like in the cold and everything, is kind of like symbolic of doing things my way, getting to the top my way, and not being compared to anyone else. Because I don't think that the only comparison that you would make to IVE is just the fact that they're from the same company, but I don't think that there was anything that resembles that. So I feel like there's kind of like this very cool a very cool way to distinguish them and not feel as if you even need to compare them, because if I didn't know that they were from the same company, I would never make a connection to IVE. So I wonder if that was kind of like a very deliberate plan to distinguish them from IVE and just be like, these are their own girls, nothing is related to them. There's a very grounded reality, a very grounded concept, free in the wild, and focusing on like the simplest things in the music video, like the connection with the animals, like the connection to the atmosphere, to the fields, to the forest, to like literally kind of like making them an extension of the actual surroundings, whether it's the mountains, the forest, the fields, or the animals themselves, and like feeling like this is all very symbiotic or something. I thought that was really, really, really cool. Like them just having the most fun being themselves and enjoying the most simplest things in life, because that's their freedom basically. So I really, really like that. Like the music video itself is very wholesome, very and very like, again, this is one of the most like grounded in reality kind of like music videos I think we've checked out on the YouTube channel, and I really, really enjoyed it. And like even like the makeup is almost kind of like in a way minimalistic. Like it's not bombastic, it's not about glam, it's not about kind of like the concept wise outfits, everything just fits very seamlessly, and they did a phenomenal job, and the vocals are absolutely beautiful. So with that being said, let's jump into their next song, which is going to be debut song. Whoa.
Hey girlie, what you doing? I'm a shy girl. All my girls are glitter girls. They calling us KiiiKiii. Hey girlie, what you doing? You a shy girl, huh? All my girls are rock stars. They calling us
rock stars, nice.
데뷔 축하합니다. 데뷔 축하합니다.
Whoa. Happy birthday to you. Nice.
2,
Looking for what? Looking for R.I. Okay. This is such a cool concept. Like, again, it's so freaking grounded. And it's almost like it's all being shot with like camcorders or like phones just in general, with no emphasis on like depth of field. Like everything is just as raw as possible. I really like that. And like them singing the karaoke with like the microphones from like variety shows and whatnot, like those, I think those are fairly cheap, like Bluetooth like karaoke mics and whatnot. Super cool. Like it's just a really dope twist on like a girl group. Honestly, it just feels incredibly grounded. Again, like I feel like that's the word that I keep on repeating over and over during these reactions.
You're a shy girl, huh? All my girls are rock stars. They callin' us KiiiKiii, yeah. 데뷔 축하합니다. 데뷔 축하합니다. 사랑하는 우리 KiiiKiii. 데뷔 축하합니다. 2, 3, 4.
It almost feels like a self-made music video, you know? Kim Possible, nice. They're doing reactions. Oh my god. Let me know about their history. This is so catchy. Damn. That is really cool. That is so nice. That was such a creative music video. It literally reminded me like something in the vein of like the Dreamcatcher self-made music videos or something. The song itself and like the twist on like congrats on the debut and like the sample with, you know, happy birthday to you was awesome. And the fact that they made a debut song by celebrating a debut song, and the concept is them going through the process of debuting, going through stages, doing reactions for the day. Like that was just very meta. Like I really like that. Like this song makes them feel as wholesome as possible and as connected to the fandom as possible. It's almost kind of like there's no wall in between us. There's no even like fourth wall to break, if that makes sense. It's like we're so connected to the fans and so grounded, again, sorry to repeat that word for like the 100th time, in reality. You know, I'm really excited to see what the next song is going to be like, because like this feels like one of the most spontaneous music videos I've ever seen, like just with the aesthetic of like the camcorder or like the cell phone footage being very raw and just capturing moments. That's kind of what it feels like. Almost like using vlogs, moments from vlogs in a way, just to include in the music video. Let's jump into the final music video, which is going to be BTG. Let's go. Whoa.
Yeah. YT on me. Mix it up with the vintage super bun. Niggy. Roll it up, make it pop, I bet you can. Pull it up with the bimmer. Anyone now will knock out. Rock my car, say puff off. What's the dealie? Ain't no kidding, ain't no business in the money. Got that ice up on you, freezy. Kill it, vid and geeky, wanna bet I'm litty. Read all about it. So if I tell them about it, swear the new no KiiiKiii. That's why I'm always stuck on your mind.
I love this.
Change it, the only girl you dream
Ooh.
Bang bang. You used to call me on my ring bell. Wake up in the sky, let the birds sing, yell. We step outside and make all season dripping rain. Really, it's so silly how we do it, so big really. See it breathing with my dilly. Call my side, I'm in your dream. 네 눈길에 beat not feeling. 날 만난 순간 open why you know you want me. That's why
Ooh.
I'm always stuck on your mind.
This part is beautiful. That's the chorus, right? Or is that the pre-chorus? It's the chorus. That's really catchy. Ooh. Oh, that's the chorus, I guess. Whoa. Damn, they turned that house into a clubhouse. They're not growing weed, or, well, I guess they're too young to grow weed, but they're not growing flowers. They're growing fucking vibes in that house. Holy shit. Oh, sorry. Ooh.
That's why I'm always stuck on your mind. No one can change it. The only girl you dream about in my LOVE. That's why
Oh, that is beautiful.
this is why I don't wanna change it. The realest dream you ever felt on my LOVE. Be that girl, be that girl. I've been that girl, be that girl. I've been that girl.
Damn, this part slaps. Holy. I think this is my favorite song out of the three. Although I Do Me is a very close second, to be honest. Like that chorus and like the vibe of the music video in general. Like this music video is fairly, I feel like they put more budget into like the lighting inside the house and all the light shows in general than the actual like production on cameras and whatnot. So this feels still very grounded and very down to earth, as they're literally like growing from the ground up inside that house, like growing vibes and shit. Not weed, sorry. This was a really awesome vibe. Like I love the fact that you kind of still have to play guess with what their next concept is going to be, because like all three songs are very different. Like although the debut song and BTG Been That Girl, I guess they're kind of like similar because of like the rapping, so there's more similarities between those two songs than I Do Me and those other songs, but they definitely have the rap abilities, they definitely have the singing abilities. The production on the instrumental is absolutely on point, so you know that, you know, whatever is next for them, they're going to deliver. And it's just kind of like wondering, are they going to stay in that grounded kind of like concept, or are they going to go a little bit grander and more of a bombastic music video? I'm not really sure. It just depends on what material they get, and I'm sure that they will deliver on whatever it is going to be. And like the vibe of this song, I'm not sure how young, how old some of the girls are, but like the vibe of the song definitely gives, you know, the whole BTG is like been that girl since day one. It's almost like they're enchanting you, like they know that you're in love with them and all that kind of stuff. Some of them definitely looked kind of young, like below like maybe even 18, so let me know in the comment section. So, you know, outside of that, like it's not so much as about them kind of like being enchanting and like knowing that you're in love with them or something, but more so about them kind of like flexing being that girl since day one, and just, you know, much like I Do Me, Been That Girl. I always did me since day one. I've always been that girl who does her and doesn't take any shit from anyone, if that makes sense. So, you know, there is a bit of a connection between that, and the music video is still fairly grounded, as it's still kind of like in this field inside of like that little house out of which you're supposed to grow shit, but they're turning it into a fucking clubhouse, which I thought was really, really cool because they're still pretty fucking young. So it feels like they're just kind of like going berserk and just having fun. You know, girls just want to have fun, you know, that kind of vibe. I really, really enjoyed that. And like the post chorus and the chorus itself, honestly, some of my favorites from this year. So this was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did and you're happy that we're finally checking out KiiiKiii on this channel, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to let me know about the group itself, if there's anything that I should know. Obviously the names were listed at the end of I Do Me. So let me know about their history, where they're coming from, outside of just being a Starship girl group, but if there's any history to learn about them. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are, and have a wonderful rest of the week. See ya.